अच्छा है कि तुम हमारे पास नोएडा आ गई हो, है ना?
Are you a modern independent woman who strives to live life on her own terms? Did you grow up at the cusp of Indian modernity in a comfortable socio-economic setting with access to ample of resources for your personal growth and development? Then you might have a fairly certain idea of what liberation means and what liberation means to you. And if you're confused, trust mainstream Bollywood to come to your rescue. In the recent past, Bollywood has had several films with a quintessential modern independent woman at the center of its plot. Films like Veere Di Wedding, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, Cocktail, Man Marziyan, Bareli Ki Barfi, or the TV show Four Shots Please have often come under scrutiny for their contribution to the first world feminism trope, the kind that excludes several other peripheral and marginalized voices. But Dolly Kitty or Wo Chamakte Sitare makes a stark departure from that narrative and attempts to dedicate one that has a version of those marginalized or ignored voices at the center of its plot. The film does a really good job at showing the very many different faces of what the idea of female liberation can look like, one that mainstream Bollywood tends to often ignore. With characters like Dolly, Kitty, Shazia, Dolly's mother, the film shows how women strive to fulfill their desires via the slight loopholes that the contract of patriarchy leaves a little bit of wiggle room for. The female characters throughout the film are shown to struggle for every little bit of agency that they can lay their hands on. And the resultant liberation at the end of all of their individual journeys looks very different for all the different women. In showing such a wide range of what liberation can mean to different women, the director, Alankrita Srivastav, makes a profound statement on the subjectivity and diversity of the idea of female liberation. Then be it Kajal stepping out of a primary caregiving environment into a seemingly obvious uncomfortable setting, all for the sake of freedom, is what liberation means for her. Dolly's overshadowed capabilities of being financially independent is liberation for her. Shazia's open promiscuity and her choice of being in an easy money profession is her idea of liberation. While Dolly's mother exercised her agency by stepping out of her obligations as a wife and mother and choosing to live a life of solitary independence. But in the case of Dolly and Kajal especially, right up until the last half an hour of the film, it's not the film itself or the people around them that place a judgment on their assumed transgressions as a woman, but Dolly and Kitty themselves. In the film, having so many moments where the sisters are calling each other out on their unladylike behavior.
घर की लड़की लोग ये सब काम नहीं करती है कंजली। आपको गर्व होना चाहिए अपनी बहन पे।
The story makes a careful and discerning statement on the perils of internalized misogyny. Dolly is the first one to leap into action and reprimand Kajal for her assumed promiscuity, or her debasing job, or even her choice of friends. Similarly, Kajal is equally quick to blame Dolly for all her husband's misdemeanors. But the film soon finds a way to rectify this as the characters find out their own problems and weaknesses with internalized misogyny. The film eventually ends on a note of newfound liberation as both Dolly and Kajal are endowed with a sense of empathy and empowerment. In helping both these characters reach a point where they no longer blame themselves or shame each other for stepping out of the impositions that they're subjected to, the film ends up telling and winning at the age-old story of how sisterhood and solidarity can help women gain their agency in this patriarchal world. The film, however, is not without its flaws. On several occasions throughout the story, the film tries to say a lot, begins various socially conscious subplots, but fails to give a satisfying conclusion to any of them. The end too feels abrupt, as they try to wrap up all of those subplots with a conclusion that seems a little bit hasty. The statement that the film does successfully make, however, is the one that highlights the idea of female liberation and how it operates within the larger context of inherent sexism. But what Dolly Kitty or Wo Chamakte Sitare does most importantly is declare how variegated, how subjective, and how diverse the idea of female liberation truly can be. It's different for the modern independent women of the world, and it's different for the Dollys and Kajals of the world. And how truly significant it is to talk about these differences in the larger discourse of feminism and popular culture.